I love you.
And what we did is we modified the City Council ordinance in that these trail markers were supposed to be made of wood, and then we would put in the shape and the size of the actual trail marker with some directional information on the bottom side of it, just as displayed by the slide. Well, we decided to modify that in that we had Glacier CalPortland, who I think has shown great stewardship and a great partnership with the community here by exceeding our wildest expectations. Because now if you walk throughout the trails in DuPont, you'll see these concrete pillars. These things are more durable than the original design. They're in keeping with the council ordinance. And these folks at Glacier CalPortland have exceeded our wildest expectation for what they're going to provide for the city. And I think you'll see that with the cooperation that we're getting from the local businesses, the DuPont Business Association, and Glacier CalPortland in particular, that we're going to accomplish these tasks and probably in a more efficient way than what we all had anticipated.
Fabulous presentation. Appreciate all the work the Tourism Board has done. Pat Malone, really appreciate that work, CalPortland, and all your other volunteers.
Sure. But anyway, the company we're working with is very diligent about it, and we'll have 2 main blocks, middle block, and CalPortland once again has been very, very kind to help us out also. So it's going along at a very nice pace. And
please identify yourself.
Is it on? Yeah. Hello, my name is Pete Stoltz. I am representing CalPortland. We operate Pioneer Aggregates at 4301 Pioneer Way in DuPont. At the last City Council meeting, you heard about the frustration experienced by the Squelch Creek Council when they learned about the regulatory requirements that would be that they would have to, and the costs associated with permitting a project they proposed to restore flows to Squelch Creek. We are pleased to see that the Squelch Creek Council is active and proud to have been participated in its inception during the early 1990s. As you know, we can sympathize with the Squelch Creek Council. We are familiar with the land use regulatory process, and we understand how time-consuming and expensive it can be. We also recognize and respect the role of the regulatory process to ensure that all projects are properly considered and appropriately conditioned prior to implementation. Studies completed during the regulatory review for our proposed mine expansion project showed that modest increases in creek flow will substantially improve habitat conditions in Squelch Creek. The success of the Squelch Creek Council in securing a $2,500 grant in hopes of realizing some of those benefits is laudable. And we believe that the best solution for Squelch Creek will come out of the cooperation of all the various stakeholders and interested parties. That's why I'm here today. We pledge to match contributions dollar for dollar up to $2,500 to help the Squelch Creek Council raise the money they need for the permitting process and to preserve their grant monies to design and implement the Beaver Deceiver project. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My main purpose in speaking right now is I've heard CalPortland's name come up on several occasions tonight in a giving way, and I know that General Hemphill mentioned their name several times at the dedication of the Chloe Clark Memorial, but I think it worth noting again that CalPortland contributed, I could be wrong on this, but about 14 yards of concrete for the base of the statue and for the sidewalk area around that. And I heard tonight that they donated the signs for the trail markers, and I saw the weight on those, about 400 pounds is what it said. And I thought to myself, a lot of concrete and a lot of rebar. But CalPortland has been, in many respects, a good neighbor with regard to what they have donated to the city. I don't always agree with what CalPortland wants to do, but that's beside the point. They are good neighbors, and they have been very generous in many ways to the city. And I just want to say thank you.
Councilmember Wilcox.
yeah, I just wanted to thank CalPortland also because they have said that they will pour the cement for the memorial, and it's quite a big job. And I I appreciate it very much. So thank you very much, gentlemen.
Glacier Portland and Glacier Portland. Folks at Glacier Portland have
We're CalPortland.
CalPortland, once again,
CalPortland.
Portland's name, Portland, CalPort, what
I
CalPortland?
want to thank CalPortland.
and Glacier Portland.
Once I ran to you, and now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears, and that's not nearly all. Tainted love.